If you saved your first 10,000, it has the power to change your life if you use it wisely. In this video, I will talk about 3 easy strategies to invest your first 10,000 and grow your wealth, and 2 essential steps that a lot of people miss, which can cost you hundreds of thousands over your lifetime. Hi, I'm Sabina. I'm a chartered certified accountant with 10 years of experience. And on this channel, I share knowledge and strategies about finance, entrepreneurship, and self-development. Step number 1, build your emergency fund. Before you start investing or do anything else, you should put away some money for emergencies and unknown expenses within the next 5 years. I recommend keeping at least 3 to 6 months of your fundamental living expenses in cash. Your essentials are mortgage or rent payment, groceries, essential bills, and minimum debt payment. Whatever that total is, multiply it by 3 for the basic emergency fund, or if you want more protection, multiply it by 6. That's the size your emergency fund needs to be to cover any unexpected expenses. And it's important to keep any other amount in cash that you plan to use in the next 5 years. This could be something like a new car, a house deposit, or anything else you are saving for. And make sure that you keep your emergency fund and any other short-term savings cash balances in a high-interest saving account, which offers a market-leading rate of return. And you can access it whenever you need to without paying any fees. Emergency fund will give you safety and security because you won't need to go into debt to pay for unexpected expenses or if you lose your job. Step number 2, pay off high interest debt. When you have a lot of debt, your money goes towards interest payments instead of savings and investments. Let me explain how it works. Let's say you have $1,000 in credit card debt at 20% interest and $1,000 in a savings account earning 4% interest. After a year, your savings would earn you $40, but the interest on your credit card would cost you $200. That means you are actually losing $160. Your savings might grow a little, but your debt is going to grow way faster. That's why it's important to clear any high-interest debt first. Start by understanding how much debt you actually have and make a list of all credit cards, stock cards, or personal loans and write down the outstanding balance, interest rate, and minimum monthly payment. Then you want to focus on paying off one card at a time. The most financially optimal debt repayment strategy is the avalanche method. This is when you prioritize paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first, and all extra money goes towards that loan, and you make minimum debt payment on all other loans. Once that debt is paid off, you move on to the next highest interest rate debt, and so on. That way you pay less interest over time. The other debt repayment strategy is the snowball method. With this approach, the goal is to pay off the debt with the lowest balance first, and although it's less financially efficient, it does have psychological advantages. When you pay off the entire card debt fast, that is a big win, and it will motivate you to keep going. Once you've paid your high interest rate debt off, then you want to redirect the same money that you were using to pay off your debt into your savings and investments. These 2 steps are a must when it comes to investing your first 10,000 because they are foundation of your financial freedom. They can give you confidence that when something goes wrong, you've got the funds available and you are not forced to borrow money at a high interest rate or sell your investments at a loss, which could really set you back. Once you have step 1 and 2 completed, you can then move on to the first investment strategy, which a lot of people miss entirely. And that is strategy number 1. Invest in yourself. Investing in your personal development, like education, courses, or books, is one of the best ways you can invest your first 10,000, and most people overlook it. When you take time and money to learn new skills, new knowledge, and new capabilities, you increase your personal value. When you increase your earning power by improving your skill set or getting better at what you do, you can negotiate a pay rise or apply for a better paid job that increases your income. For example, if you spend one of $500 on a course that teaches you a skill that's in a high demand in your industry, and it helps you earn an extra $1,000 a year, that isn't an expense. That's 200% return in year 1 on your investment. At the end of the day, knowledge and skills that you've built are the only things that can be taken away from you. And investing in yourself is one of the most reliable ways to create more opportunities for yourself. Warren Buffett famously said, "The more you learn, the more you earn." Strategy number 2. Maximize employer match. This is called different things in different countries. In the UK, it's pension contribution, and in the US, it is 401k. When your employer offers to match the contributions that you make towards your retirement fund, it effectively means they are giving you free money to invest for your future. The way it works is that for every contribution that you make, up to a certain percentage, your employer will match that contribution and put that towards your retirement fund. For example, if you earn 80,000 and contribute 5% of your salary, which is 4,000, your employer will double that by adding another 5%, which is 4,000, bringing your total annual contribution to 8,000. That's basically 100% return on your investment on a day 1. So it's important that you maximize this benefit by contributing enough to get full match your employer offers. Otherwise, you are just leaving free money on the table. They also come with tax benefits because the contributions that you make are deducted from your income before your salary is taxed, which means that they reduce your taxable income. And there is no tax on your investment returns, including capital gains, dividends, or interest inside your 401k or pension account. This means you pay less tax and have more money left to save and invest. Strategy number 3. Invest in index funds through tax advantage accounts. There are different assets that can make up your investment portfolio. So if you do want to learn more, I have a video right here on my channel, which is about different asset classes and the importance of diversification. But if you are just starting out, then the best and simplest way to invest your first 10,000 that anyone can access is to invest in index funds. Index funds are low-cost, ready-made baskets of stocks. When you invest in index funds, they hold a variety of investments within them, which will reduce your risk by spreading it across multiple companies, sectors, and industries. For example, a popular index fund, the S&P 500, tracks the performance of the largest 500 publicly traded companies in the US, and it has earned an average annual return of 13.59% in the last 10 years. If you invested $10,000 into the S&P 500 in 2016, it would become over $35,000 today. That's an extra $25,000 that you never had to work for. Investing in index funds can be a really powerful tool when it comes to making money work for you and to create wealth because of the power of compounding. The way it works is that the money you invest earns interest, and then that interest also starts earning interest over time. The single most important variable is not how much money you invest, but how long your money has to grow. The earlier you start investing and the longer you stay invested, the more time your investment has to grow, and the more money you make because the returns compound. And the larger your initial investment is, the more the returns are going to be on that investment, and then the more the returns are going to be on the accumulated interest. Time beats money almost every single time. There is a phrase in investing that you've probably heard before, which is the best time to start was yesterday, the second best time is today. If you are just starting out, make sure you invest through tax advantage accounts like stocks and shares ISA, because these accounts are a tax wrapper and let you grow your money tax-free. This means that when you receive a dividend or sell your investment at a gain, you don't pay any income or capital gains tax on those investment returns. Those are the best ways to invest your first $10,000 and grow your wealth. If you learned anything new from this video, then please do subscribe to my channel. If you enjoyed this, you will also like the video on different asset classes that can make up your investment portfolio and the importance of diversification. I will see you there.